welcome back, detectives, to another part of our learning. Today, you are going to need out of your packet the tea bag and maybe one of the pieces of paper. You can cut it in half or you can keep it the full length, whatever you'd like. It doesn't matter. And then you want to get some hot water. Mine could be hotter. But yeah, some hot water will make the tea go a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to age paper right in front of your eyes. Okay? So the first thing you got to do, get that tea bag in the water. Just let it sit in there for a little while. And that tea will eventually kind of seep in there. What you're doing is you're just wetting the tea inside the bag. You want to take that and we're going to put it on here. Okay? So the longer and the more tea that you get, the darker this paper is going to get. So then you're going to take your tea bag and you're just going to start rolling it on here and painting your paper with that tea bag, okay? All right. So again, mine is not very hot, so mine will be a little bit yellow, not as yellow as yours might get. The more water you put on, the longer this will take to dry, of course. All right, we'll get that in there some more, put a little bit more on there. And you just go continue to fill your paper with your tea. And before you know it, you will have that thing covered up with tea. And it's going to look nice and old. All right. All right, get to my corners. Beautiful. I've got a good amount of tea on there. Had I waited a little bit longer, I probably could have had it a little yellower yet. But to speed this up for you, you decide if you want to wait a long time. Okay, now the next thing, and it'll smell nice too. Now, if you leave it like this and you leave it dry, it will sop away. It'll dry out. Now, if you want to have it look really, really old, you can take and you can do some crinkles and some crimples. Okay, you can put a little crimple in it. Put a little crimp in there. And now, what that does is that puts little veins into your paper. And when this dries, those veins that you put into your paper will look like really old lines. So we'll be back in a minute. I'll let this dry, and we'll come back and look at this when it's dry. Okay, so right now you're looking at a little bit of one I just sketched out quick. At the top of a wanted or suspect poster, you're going to want to put the word wanted. You can make it big and bold. You can make the letters any way that you'd like to make them. I just chose to put all capitals in there. You be very creative. Then there is usually a frame. I did a double frame. You make your frame however you'd like to make it. Then inside your frame, you draw your suspect. So you may choose to go into your detective identification kit and flip the pages until you see one that, hey, that's the guy, or that's the girl that I want to use. Then crease those pages down a little bit and then redraw that person right here. All right, then the next thing is they put reward. So, you know, if the police or the detectives need help finding this person, they might say, hey, we're going to give out a reward of $10,000 to anyone that can give us leads to capturing this criminal. Okay, and those can come in many, many forms. A lot of times they'll say, oh, your name will not be used, because they want to protect the person who's talking about this criminal. All right, then in the reward they'll be there. Then down here, they would write the description. So here you're going to write your description. So in there, what you're going to do is the suspect was last seen with curly black hair, a pointy nose, some squinty eyes, and he was missing his front 4 teeth on the top. He also has a scar on his chin. And that's the kind of stuff that you write at the bottom. When you get this finished, now again, you can do things to your corners if you want to. If you want to decorate it up, I don't care what you do. Do your creativity, do whatever you'd like. You guys are amazing at that anyways. When you get that done, later today you will see a Flipgrid, and you will be able to talk about your person and then get a nice little picture of your person. And what I'd love you to do for your selfie is not take a picture of yourself, but take a picture of your wanted poster as your selfie, so that we're actually going to click in as the criminal. Okay, you can make up a detective name for yourself. I saw the creativity in the identification kits was kind of amazing yesterday, so let's see if we can keep upping the ante on that. So pretend like me, I'm Officer McCann. McCann's the name and Can Do is the game. You be your own detective and talk about this on our Detective Flipgrid. We'll talk to you guys later, and I can't wait to see how yours come out.